Trumpets, this is a video for Lightly Row 25 in your book. Before we get started on this, I want to be sure we are hitting the first note correctly. So our first note is G, open valves. It is higher than C. So two ways to check for it. I'm going to start by playing a C. Now I'm going to go to the next note up. Make sure you are making a higher buzz, okay? For example, without the trumpet, low buzz, higher buzz. I can do that on the mouthpiece. A low and a high buzz on the mouthpiece. On the trumpet, okay? Squeeze your lips, faster air, make that go higher, okay? If you are buzzing, if you do that kind of buzz with me, you do not want this kind of a sound, okay? I am literally blowing like from my throat up, like that. If I'm blowing from down here with my lungs, then I'm getting a higher buzz. I'm using my correct air, okay? The other way is to play up our scale, C, D, E, F, G. Up to G, and that is your first note, okay? Now, if you're having trouble getting up to that note, then the beginning of this song is going to be a little tricky because you have to be sure that first note is high enough, okay? If you've got that G, let's try the first part of this song. If you're still having trouble getting up to that note, practice that scale. Make each note go higher, okay? Here is the beginning of Lightly Row. Let's talk about notes and fingers. Most of you are really good by now of knowing which notes are which, but let's do the first two measures together. G, E, E, F, D, D. Let's play that much. This should be on one breath. There's a breath mark after the second measure. Do not breathe between the first two measures. Start with a big breath. Let's do that one more time. The next measure is our scale, starting from C and going up to G. You should be tonguing each note. Two, 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 two. Keep your air moving. Don't blow puffs of air at each note. One breath of air. And also two, 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 using your tongue on every note. Put those two together, meaning the two sections we did, or the first four measures. We will do that more in this song because that part repeats. Here is measure 5 and 6. Those are the same as measures 1 and 2. So let's go ahead to measure 7 and 8. This is the part that goes C to E to G. Low, middle, and high. You can practice this with the mouthpiece. Going low, middle, high. Let's play that again. Let's do the whole first line. There's the whole first line. Line 2. Notice that the first note on line 2 is D, and there's a bunch of those same notes in a row. In the second measure, it changes on beat 2. Okay? I'm going to help you count as I play it. Those notes change on 2, 3. As you play, count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. If you just play a bunch of notes and you're not counting, you are not going to know when to change, especially when you have that many of the same note in a row. You have to count in your head. When I am playing what I just counted out loud, that's what I am doing in my head while I play. If you look at the end of the second line, that is the same as the end of the first line. We've already practiced that. If you need to practice that some more, go ahead and do that right now. But I'm going to go ahead and play the whole song for you right now. This is Lightly Row, both lines without stopping. Okay, that is a lot of notes. But the good news is several of those sections repeat from something that's already happened in the song. So it's not like you have to learn 2 lines of all new material. There's several measures that repeat. So once you practice it in the beginning, you're going to see it again in the middle. Okay? Don't try to practice the entire song all the way through. Go back to the beginning of the video and practice the beginning and do that over and over and over and over and over again. Then practice the next little piece over and over and over again until you got it. Then put those together and then piece the next part until you feel really good about that, and then you can put everything together, okay? This is one that might take a little bit of extra time to practice because it is a longer song. But it's good. You guys are getting better and you're able to put together more notes. Good luck. I look forward to hearing you play.